Beats.
Trenches News.
Rockin' how we rockin', stay the fuck from round here.
We don't need to focus on who killed who and who did that, bro. We need to focus on who the hell gonna help take care of these kids that they left behind, bro. Who gonna help take care of them kids, bro? Ain't nobody losing but these kids, bro.
Ain't that the truth?
Shout out to my nigga Trenches News, man, from the rack. I'm saying subscribe to his channel, like and comment, and follow his IG, Swiper3837, real street nigga, man. Fuck with my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Get the views up from my boy.
Yo, this Trenches News, man, and I'm back at y'all with another one, man. I thank y'all, appreciate y'all. We crossed 10,000 on subscribers, man. I thank y'all for rocking with me, man. We came a long way. I remember yesterday, man, it was like yesterday we had 17 subscribers, man. We did that shit in 2 months, 10,000. I'm finna try to do 20 in a month. So y'all keep supporting me. Y'all keep rocking out with me. Real recognize real any day, man. And remember, man, out there, y'all real niggas, man. It's only so long fake thugs can pretend, man. So with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. So I had to give y'all a story, man. I had to give y'all a real story. And this story right here is a story of M.O.B. Scrap. Scrap, I knew their family all their life. They from 39th, the low end, so I know their family. Me and Scrap Daddy like this. I talk to him every day on a daily basis, every day. You know, he like my mentor. Scrap Daddy, Ruger Daddy. They like my mentor, you know. He talk to me, he make sure I'm cool. We brainstorm over this shit. And he tell me to keep it pushing, you know. Keep putting feet on, keep applying pressure. Shout out to Big Les. Shout out to Ruger, too, for doing his thing with Donda, man. That's epic, man. He a billionaire, man. So everybody with an opinion, bro, it ain't no opinion, bro. Keep doing your shit, Ruger. Shout out to J.H.E. Ruger, man. And keep on doing your motherfucking thing. Brian, when I met Brian, like he had to be about 13. No, Brian was like 12 when I met him. I met him, Raheem, all that shit at the same time. I met all they little ass at the same time. They was at a park. I really started kicking up with him when he started coming to the hood. And when they stayed over there on M.O.B., I ride over there with Brick and shit. And look, Scrapper be with him. Growing up, Scrap was a good basketball player. Man. He a good basketball player, bro. Anybody you ask, if they know Scrap, they'll tell you he can ball, bro. Like, he could have been in the NBA right now. If he was still alive and in shape and all that shit, he could be in the NBA. That's how cold he is. You know, Scrap was like everybody else. Grew up in the community, grew up in the neighborhood and shit. You know, they lived all over. 39th, all over. You know, you move all over. Once the project's gone, your family and your mom and them move all over. So they moved a couple of spots. But when they landed on 600, you know, everybody was cool then. You know, both sides was cool. You know, everybody was going to hoop. It was one neighborhood. I remember this day. It had to be like 2012. It had to be like 2012. Yeah, it had to be like 2012 or 2011. It was 2011 or 2012. The ending of the beginning of 2012 or the ending of 2011. Scrap them. All Doug them brothers, Brick them little brothers, all them was in the gym over there. Hooping and shit. And Lil Steve came in there on bullshit. Memo 600 brother Lil Steve. I think he the only one really had a problem with Scrap over there, because everybody else seemed like, you know, they was cool with Scrap, but Lil Steve, he the one who had the problem. So that let me know he was the one on, you know, he was like that. But Lil Steve came in the gym room you know, I try to get on bullshit. So folks them called Dooski up, not Dooski from MOB, talking about Dooski, OTG Dooski. Only the family doo-doo. Only the family, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I mean, only the gang Dooski. Called him. He came up there, cleared it up. After that, it was probably like a little separation. You know, it was probably fights and everything before the guns and stuff. But, you know, since like 12, all that shit when he was young, I think Scrap was bad. You know what I'm saying? Les, he a good-ass father, bro. Les made sure that they had everything and all type of shit. Les a stand-up guy, man. Shout out to Les again, Ruger Daddy. Shout out to him again, man. When I really started hanging out with Scrap is not hanging out with him. He was coming to the hood and shit. With Brick and them, he'll come to the hood and shit. And you know, he'll just be around with people. You know, everybody got their clique, so Scrap will be around. He'll be around with Brick. He'll be around with Bud and them. He'll be around with St. Lawrence. He'll be around with everybody, bro. Who he kicking with. Plus, MOB stayed over there. My memory of Scrap, my memory, a good memory of Scrap was when me and Lil B was outside on the porch. And goddamn Scrap was walking up. And then motherfucker Lil B, he kept on playing with me and shit. I'm like, bro, quit playing, bro. But we was playing though. And him and Scrap was like, man, folks said quit playing, bro. And Lil B was like, who do you talk to, bro? And then they got into it and shit. They was finna get into it, bro. I ain't want to see that happen. Lil B said though, Lil B was like he wanted to, like he was finna walk off. Lil B was like, all right, I'll be back. I had grabbed him up, bro. We ended up smoking though. Long story short, we ended up smoking all together, me, him, and Scrap. I was over there in the hood for a lot of shit that was going on. So I could tell you this. Scrap and Jakara got into it. They had the internet war that y'all see online. Scrap and Jakara got into it. Y'all know what it was over. I can't say it, but y'all know what it was over. They really got into it about that. And Scrap was dead serious that they need to stop, you know what I'm saying, false claiming. You know, I tell you half the story, the rest you fit it in. So Scrap was telling them to stop false claiming that. And he said he was willing to destroy St. Lawrence. You know, it needs facts. And if you want to know if they facts, you go on his old Instagram page and see. He said that shit to them. He was threatening them every 30 seconds. He was threatening them, ready to bug up on them. Only reason why he did, because Duck and Brick and Trail. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. That was my memory that I had of Scrap. I remember when Scrap was going through trial, too. It's funny as hell when I tell you this story. I remember when Scrap was going through trial and shit. I had this Hollister hoodie. It was yellow. His daddy will tell y'all this facts. I'm going to have his daddy come and pin a comment under YouTube and tell him that this facts. Brown was fighting Lil Steve Murder, before he beat it. And it came down to, you know, they were saying something about a yellow Hollister sweater. Well, the Swipe had a yellow Hollister sweater at the time. I got it from Minnesota, Mall of America. And he needed it. Brick had called me like, bro, you still got that Hollister sweater? I'm like, yeah, bro, it's in Minnesota. He like, I need that, man. Because if it's another one they made in the real, man, Lil Scrap could beat it. Not saying that I got him off on that, but that's what it came down to. But I ended up having the same Hollister hoodie as Scrap. I brought it because I seen him with it. It was cold. So yeah, yeah, that was with Scrap. My other memory is with MOB, of MOB. This is a movie, y'all finna say. Y'all bear with me. This is a movie, because I'm zoning out. Gotta focus. Can't be zoning out. Shout out to Cray Cray. Cray Cray. Y'all always gotta give your props, man, because you stamped me. So I'm gonna give you your props on everything. I ain't never had no bad blood with you, blood, even though I had blood with dude now. You know, you always been real. But look, G.I., K.I. brother, and another little nigga from St. Lawrence, I don't know him. They thought that they was finna trade MOB a pipe. Mello gun. Mello let them hold their gun because he don't hold guns. So he gave it to G.I. Joe now. So G.I. Joe now went behind his back and tried to trade MOB for the gun. MOB took the gun. Well, when MOB took the gun, K.I. and Cray Cray, because Young, he ain't in the field. Young ain't like that. He ain't no gangster. So they took it upon to go and try to get the gun back. Cray Cray now kicked through the door. All it got wild. Got wild with MOB family. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Cray Cray got wild. Shout out to Cray Cray, EBT. Cray Cray got wild, bro. Him and K.I. So when MOB now finally recovered from the situation, the scene and shit, they came out and popped Mello with the same gun that G.I. gave him, which was his gun. That was true. That's a true story. This is a true story. Everybody know this shit. This is a true story. They walked right up the block. Young standing there, and Shorty just walked up and popped his ass on everything, bro. MOB, they're a set that is feared. MOB is one of the top dogs, man, but they never talked about because MOB stay under the radar. They always be under the radar. But a lot of shit that y'all be thinking that's going on, man, it ain't happen, bro. It ain't happen. A lot of work and a lot of shit that's in these streets, man, been took credit of by some clowns because they internet thugs, bro. But really, shout out to MOB, man. So that's my story of Scrap. That's my story of Scrap. That's my story of MOB. Scrap best friends was Dooski. Y'all know Dooski. And a couple of more people. John Boy, Booger, the MOB finest. You know what I'm saying? Clutch. Clutch Free, I think. Lil Brian was starting to rap too. He was starting to rap, but you could tell, man, Lil Brian he wasn't with no rapping shit, man. He wasn't with that shit, bro. He was a straight soldier, boy, and I wish he was here. I wish he was here. I tell his daddy that every day. Because I'm out the field. And I know Lil Brian to go and get their little ass. You hear me? But rest in peace to Lil Brian. Brian Weekly. That's Raheem cousin. That's Duck cousin. That's Ruger brother. That's Brick cousin. That's Kobe cousin. And on and on and on. Some more people. They got some more family. But yeah, they got the Weekleys is a big ass family, man. They got the biggest family. One of the biggest family in Chicago. So it's a lot of them. But thank y'all for watching, man. I can't give y'all too much on Scrap because I get the book coming. So I got to give y'all what y'all got, y'all. But thank y'all for running my shit up, being down with me, staying down with me, and y'all been there for me, bro. Even when niggas try to tarnish my name, y'all still stood with me. Shout out to Lil Darrell for jumping on my live. Shout out to Kahari from Gyro City for jumping on my live. Shout out to Slick from the Wells for jumping on my live, man. I hope many more brothers jump on my live, man, to get this message, man. And y'all always know what I say at the end, man. Let them kids go to school tomorrow, bro. From 7 in the morning.